Congratulations. You found the Twin Cities hit show.
Very well. Where do I begin?
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention?
You're lucky to be here.
Thank you, sir.
Reach for this one.
And now, a real hit show.
Oh, hello, papagena. Tu le bella con la papaya.
Live from the Twin Cities.
Do you know who this is?
La cucaracha?
It's the Twin Cities hit show. Let's get this hit show started.
So did you go to Minions?
I did. I took the chitlins to Minions.
You did?
Yeah. Oh, what a great movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't see the first two, confession. Because my kids were of the age that if they were watching a movie, that meant I could be doing something else.
Minions is the prequel to Despicable Me and Despicable Me 2.
Yeah.
And it's now the second biggest animated feature to open in the history of mankind.
I didn't know it was that big. I knew it was going to be big, and it was awesome.
I was surprised. I actually didn't like it as much as...
Really?
Yeah. I mean, it didn't have the heart and the story arc of... well, certainly Inside Out pulled at your heartstrings more than this. This was just straight up slapstick comedy, but that's all right.
It was comedy porn.
It was just one little bam.
I loved
Kick in the groin, smack in the face.
Yeah, but I just love the characters. I don't know anything about the Minions other than they came in Happy Meals for the first 5 years of my kids' existence. But they're funny. I love the
made just over $115 million this weekend. Again, it's the second biggest animated feature opening of all time. The first, and this surprised me, still stands as the champion, Shrek 3.
Ugh. Yeah, wow. So that's a little played out, you're thinking. The Shrek 3.
I just was surprised that Shrek 3 is the one that stands on top of the heap. I like the Shreks. Those were fun. They had satire. They had... they tried to have a story.
Yeah.
For folks who haven't heard, here's the story of the Minions.
Minions have been on this planet far longer than we have. They go by many names. Dave, Carl. Oh, that one is Norbert. He's an idiot. They all share the same goal. To serve the most despicable master around.
And that's there's several things about it. First of all, what the hell are they saying? What's their language?
My kid and I debated this. He thought it was Spanish. Like, it's a minced Spanish.
Yeah, it's a mishmash of Spanish and French and gibberish and the occasional word banana. Just so you can figure out. Oh yeah, okay. A lot of it is just based on their facial emotions and all that stuff. Steve Carell is out as the villain, and this time around, Sandra Bullock, Academy Award winner Sandra Bullock, gets to be the bad guy, and she likes being evil, by the way.
They're always the most fun to play. It's always more fun to be mean and crabby and hateful than it is to try and make nice with everybody all the time.
The words that Chuck lives by.
Yeah, oh, God, yeah.
How does Sandra Bullock describe Minions, you ask?
I do.
Hey, they're like your kids, but cuter.
Stop shouting.
That's the Minions. They're like your kids, but cuter.
Wow. So basically, Sandra Bullock has ugly children.
Yeah, I figured she would. Look at her.
She's adopted.
She's a pig.
She adopted. No, she's gorgeous.
Yeah, she is.
She's like one of those ladies who's growing into her 50s and still looks hot.
Yeah, she's okay.
Still a smoke show, as someone called my wife the other day.
Smoke show.
I'd never heard that before. For me, I'm like, I would like to be a smoke show. That means you can't see me. I'm hiding in the
smoke show.
In the diffused, visible, put me in a smoke show. But he's like, no, that means hot, man. And I'm like, okay, I am, by the way, sitting right here, and that is my wife you happen to be hitting on, I guess.
Now I kill you.
Calling her a smoke show.
It better have been a compliment.
Took me a while when I was watching Minions to figure out that the voice of the dad that picks up the hitchhiking Minions, and he's in that villain family heading to Villain Con, it's Michael Keaton.
Yeah, I know. And John Hamm was in it, too. And
I till later I was like, oh, he was the assistant to Sandra Bullock? Anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Michael Keaton describes his evil family.
They are a nice family. They have a good basic set of values, actually. gets a little skewed, gets a little off now and then, but, they're well-intentioned, mostly.
I love that they were headed to VillainCon.
Yeah,
so it did have some statements on society, but Michael liked VillainCon too.
Road trip to VillainCon. VillainCon, which is,
he's snorting.
Like Comic-Con, but darker. And I so wish there was a VillainCon, because I would probably go.
I know who's probably headed to VillainCon right now. The big El Chapo drug king who tunneled out of the prison in Mexico.
Second time.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Mexico is all happy and oh no, we got him locked down good. We don't need any help.
Never again. They
he will never. Well, of course they can't point. We can't point fingers at them. How stupid are you letting a murderer escape from prison? Hey, that sounds familiar. We better shut up.
Never again, or as they say in Spanish, nunca otra vez.
Yeah, here's the bit on what happened over the weekend with El Chapo.
One of the world's most dangerous drug traffickers on the loose, Joaquin El Chapo Guzman, escaped Saturday from Mexico's highest security prison.
Didn't we have a picture for the twins named El Chapo Guzman?
Yeah.
Maybe not.
His cartel supplies huge amounts of illegal drugs to the United States. He is believed to be responsible for thousands of deaths.
Late Saturday, Joaquin El Chapo Guzman broke out of a Supermax prison about an hour and a half west of Mexico City. Despite 3-foot-thick walls and a no-fly zone, he slipped out through it.
So 3-foot walls, a no-fly zone, and listen how equipped his escape route was.
20 by 20-inch hatch in his cell with a ladder that led to an underground escape route, a nearly mile-long tunnel complete with lighting and ventilation.
Lighting and ventilation in his tunnel.
Yeah.
So our yeehaws are climbing through a sewer toilet. This guy's got the deluxe escape route.
I do not escape like a peasant. You will make it beautiful and cool. I like my escapes cool.
And I guess officials are down there are thinking, he may have had help. Really? You think?
There is no way that Chapo Guzman Loera could walk away from maximum security incarceration in Mexico without the assistance of people in the inside.
And king of understatements.
Guzman's high-profile arrest last year made headlines around the world and was hailed as a major victory in the war against drugs, as DEA agent Derek Maltz told 60 Minutes.
In my world, it was like winning the Super Bowl, winning the World Series. This was the actual trophy.
The trophy, Guzman had escaped before in 2001 with help from Mexican guards. But after his arrest last year, authorities dismissed concerns about corruption and denied requests to extradite him to the U.S.
He's locked up in the most reliable prison we have in Mexico. And certainly, once bitten, twice shy. We will take our precautions in this case.
Yeah, we don't need those stinking bad lucks.
Cautions clearly not enough. Dozens of prison workers are being questioned about the escape. But now, a dangerous drug trafficker may already be back in business.
Thousands of people electrocuted, beheaded, chopping off limbs, throwing people in acid. He committed some ruthless crimes in Mexico.
Someone needs a timeout.
I love the contrast. This is like a caricature of accent. He killed people. He beat people up. He chopped off their feet. He chopped off their knees. He will never escape from our prison. We take extra special precautions. This will never happen again. But he killed people.
Once bit, twice shy.
Unbelievable. Yeah. Although, would you trust our prison system? More than theirs, yes. But I don't trust anyone's prison
that's
system.
just it. We really can't bitch too hard. It's like, how dare you allow a murderer to escape? Never mind. That happened to us. I'm sorry. Never mind. But his lit, ventilated, 1 mile long tunnel.
I do not escape like a peasant.
How many people had to be in on this? How many guards and security are on the I either die or I get paid to look other way? Si, senor, you go on and dig, El Chapo. You so nice.
There are 2 reasons I won't go to Mexico anymore. Mainly because every time I go there, I poop for like a month after. And the second one is I'm actually terrified of what they're doing to tourists down there, and their whole system of government is very slowly collapsing.
Sound like Donald Trump now.
But if you do go to Mexico, try the Mexican food. It's amazing. It's very authentic.
I hope to go back. We were down there for our honeymoon. I want to go back. The Caribbean side is gorgeous. The water is fantastic. I never had the Montezuma Revenge.
Ugh, every time. I'm fine when I'm down there. Get home, and for a month after.
Good weight loss, though, then, right?
See? I'd rather lose the weight before I go there so I can meet a cute Canadian.
Yeah, there are lots of Canadians.
Oh. Yeah.
Dominated by Americans, but lots of Canadians down there. Anyway, El Chapo Escapo over the weekend.
See?
Way to go.
Hey, we never told them we're the Twin Cities Hit Show. You obviously know that if you're listening to this, you're on the Twin Cities Hit Show.
Oh.
Yeah. It's Rusty over there. Rusty Gatenby.
Uh-huh.
I'm Chuck Alp. And this is...
This whole, so far, the 10 minutes has been the Twin Cities Hit Show?
Yeah, the whole time we've been on the show. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, keep going. You're doing great. Keep it up.
Well, you know who he loves the Mexicans is that Donald Trump. And the GOP wants him to back off, but he ain't backing off. Here's what happened to Donald over the weekend. By the way, his USA pageant went on over the weekend. NBC said, not on our station, you racist. And Univision said, hell no, you racist. But Hubbard Broadcasting went, hey, you crazy billionaire, we'll take you. So he was on the USA, his Miss USA pageant was on Hubbard family-owned Reels channel over the weekend.
Oh, yowza.
One billionaire helping out another billionaire. Here's what happened.
Did you used to work for Hubbard?
Good morning. That pageant aired on a cable channel called Reels instead, and the host made no mention of Trump's absence. He spent the weekend instead on the campaign trail, where he has clearly decided to ignore private pleas from Republican leaders to dial back his rhetoric.
Shut up, Donald.
The silent majority is back, and we're going to take the country back.
In Phoenix this weekend, Trump reveled in his new front-runner status. And the
Front
crowd
runner.
of 5,000 reveled right along with him.
By the way, I always hated when they said we're going to take the country back. Back to what?
Yes, exactly.
Back to what? Segregation? But how far back are we going? Slavery? Back to what?
Yeah.
Back to...
the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And in Las Vegas, he hit illegal immigration hard.
And these people reap havoc on our population.
He even weighed in on the escape of El Chapo, warning in a statement he is probably in the U.S. and his drugs and drug dealers freely cross into the United States through our pathetic border. All the adulation has left Trump with little incentive to heed the head of the Republican Party, Reince Priebus, who urged Trump in a phone call to tone it down, but who has been hesitant to chide Trump publicly.
Look, I'm not going to take the bait.
On Sunday, the Senate's Republican leader, Mitch McConnell, turned down a chance to criticize Trump. House Speaker John Boehner mostly steered clear, too.
Well, I don't know whether it's helping or hurting, but he's a candidate. When you wrestle with a pig, you both get muddy.
Republican strategist Doug
Wait a second, that's awesome.
Yeah, I like that.
When you wrestle the pig, you both get muddy.
He says there's a reason Republican leaders are trying to avoid giving Trump too much attention.
Not only does it provide more oxygen, but it provides also a narrative of Trump versus some establishment, Trump versus this person. And it may be a fight that ultimately you can't win, so why get involved in it? Besides,
it's clear rejection doesn't faze the Donald anyway.
Listen to this now.
Like when I went on dates, if a woman dropped me, which happened often, I would always like to say, or at least in my own mind, that I dropped her.
Yeah. The big stuff. Who do you think you are, Mr. Big Stuff?
So he'd like to say, and this is him as a presidential nominee, yeah, when the chicks dumped me, I'd like to say, guess what? I dumped you.
Yeah, he's basically spelling out his whole strategy for the entire election.
Oh, yeah? I dumped you. How about that?
Do you ever have that friend you do that, like, hey, I got to go? No, yeah, I gotta go, too. Yeah, no, I got to go. Yeah, right, I was going to go, yeah. Okay, same thing.
That's Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I love it that he's the front runner. I love it. I love it.
I'm moving to Canada.
I want to hear him chat about things with Hillary, and he's going to lose it.
Mm-hmm.
And Bernie Sanders, and he will lose it.
Hyperbole.
So, speaking of Donald Trump, David Letterman came out of retirement to join the one and only Steve Martin and Martin Short, who were doing a show in San Antonio. I guess Martin and Short have a traveling show that is called Very Stupid Conversation. A Very Stupid Conversation stage show. And Letterman came up on stage and interrupted them. This is from a cell phone. I haven't seen this whole thing or listened to it, but you want to hear it? Evidently, he does a Donald Trump top 10 list. Yeah.
Well, every suit I own comes with a top 10 list.
I think she liked it, that
he's
lady.
got a beard now.
Yeah.
Letterman's got a full gray beard.
By the way, nice tits.
Says the Martin Short.
Now, this is the top 10 list.
That's right, Paul.
Martin Short being Paul.
Funny.
Right now, Paul is doing what he's always been meant to do. He's a maitre d' in a spaceship.
A lot of people think that we would know everything by now about a man, Donald Trump, a high-profile fellow, somebody who doesn't shy away from every aspect of his life. But take a look at the list I have here tonight. Interesting facts about Donald Trump.
All right, I haven't heard these. We got time, right? Do you have time?
We have time.
All right.
Number 10, send him to Texas.
What?
Don't know what that is.
I missed it.
Okay, here we go, number 10. That thing on his head was the gopher in Caddyshack. Number 9, during sex, Donald Trump calls out his own name. Number 8, Donald Trump looks like the guy on the lifeboat with the women and children.
With the women and children, yeah.
Number 7, he wants to build a wall. How about building a wall around that thing on his head? 2 jokes about the thing on his head. We've already done 6. That's right, we're only at 6. Number 6, Trump walked away from a moderately successful television show for some delusional bullshit. Oh, no, wait, that's me.
That's funny.
Oh, number 5. I'm waiting for number 5. Donald Trump weighs 240 pounds. 250 with cologne. Number 4, Trump would like all Americans to know that that thing on his head is free range. You know, we're going to skip number 3. Okay, number 3. Send him to Texas. I saw the line outside. I was hoping it was a Spurs game.
Playing to the crowd.
Uh-huh.
I think it's...
I'm from Indiana. I don't think the Pacers are still in the league.
I think it's amazing that he's not been retired that long and he's doing this.
Knicks are still in the league. Number 3, if president, instead of pardoning a turkey on Thanksgiving, plans to evict the family on Thanksgiving. Now, wait a minute. Number 3, we have a tie. It's tied with, that's not a hairdo, it's a wind advisory. It's a tie. Number 2, Donald Trump has pissed off so many Mexicans, he's starring in a new movie entitled No Amigos.
Martin Short. Steve Martin movie.
And the number 1 interesting fact about Donald Trump, thanks to Donald Trump, the Republican mascot is also an ass. There you go.
So there you go. He
I like
just
this.
couldn't stay retired. He had to come out and join his buddies, Steve Barton and Martin Short.
I think he wrote this himself, and I like that.
Yeah, well, I guess Johnny Carson used to write jokes secretly for Letterman, and Letterman would read them quite often on his monologue. Letterman, of course, a huge Johnny Carson fan, so you never know. You wonder if he probably wrote it himself.
Yeah, although I want to see, moving back to what you said, I want to see him say, Johnny, I don't really like that joke. I'm not going to read that. Thanks. That's great. Yeah, I'll read it. No, really.
Yeah, you'd never say that.
Yeah.
Hey, so now Scott Walker, governor of Wisconsin. Now he's going to run, he said this morning.
The crowded GOP field just added another candidate. Wisconsin Governor Scott Walker tweeted minutes ago, I'm in. I'm running for president because Americans deserve a leader who will fight and win for them.
I'm hopeful to work together with you to help us provide that kind of leadership that is new and fresh and bold and aggressive.
But Walker's policies, which helped turn Wisconsin into a right-to-work state, have not delivered the jobs he promised.
He later kind of backtracked a bit and said, well, that was really a goal, and it was an ambitious goal, and don't you want to elect somebody who's going to be ambitious?
Awkward exchanges like this have raised questions about his readiness for prime time.
Are you comfortable with the idea of evolution? Do you believe in it? Do you accept it?
For me, I'm gonna punt on that one as well.
No.
That does you really? That's a question a politician shouldn't be involved in one way or the other.
Evolution, too risky.
To guard against criticism that he lacks a certain presidential heft, the governor has been undergoing weeks of briefings on global issues, everything from net neutrality to ISIS.
Don't get those confused.
Same thing, pretty much.
So there you go. The governor of Wisconsin is now also in that crazy gaggle of people trying to get the GOP's nomination.
Look, I know he's a lot more than one issue, but when I think of him, I think of union busting. And that's it. I'm sure he's got a lot more going on.
Let's balance this budget by saving money by not paying the teachers and cutting education.
So he's one of these one-trick ponies, and he's going to be in... that's absolutely the Republican agenda, which is great. I'm not walking sides. You go ahead and bust the unions. I don't care. But you're a one-trick pony, man. Come on.
Well, we barely remember that Governor Tim Pawlenty did the same thing when he was a governor here in Minnesota. He didn't make it too far. My guess is Walker's not going to make it too far.
No.
But I'm surprised. Why so late in the game even bother?
Yeah.
Why do you even bother?
Because Donald Trump just entered the race, too.
Well, Donald Trump is leading the party.
Exactly.
And they're saying if Donald Trump doesn't get the nomination, there's some talk that he would go as an independent, which the GOP is worried about because they're saying about roughly 5% of those Donald Trump fans would then go that way and weaken the GOP's chances. What's his name? The independent always
Rand
used to
Paul?
do. No, Ralph Nader used to do that to the Democrats.
Yeah.
Because a lot of really, really left Democrats would vote for Nader.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, oh, you're hurting the Democrats' chance of winning. Anyway, also today, hopefully it'll happen. Iran, they're talking about the nuke deal.
To limit Iran's nuclear program may be reached this morning. Marathon talks in Vienna are focused on the final details. An agreement could be announced within hours.
You're right. Believe it when
It's
I
been
did.
a busy, busy summer of international news and national news and lots of stuff.
I wonder what happened because when I was reading the paper yesterday, they were even saying that Iran was very far from close. They were very far from an agreement, and both sides basically thought it wasn't going to get done.
And now they're saying it's like 99% done. But then you got people on the far right saying, no, it's going to be more dangerous. And I guess I need to see more details on why to have a nuclear arms restriction on Iran is more dangerous. I don't know. It's all confusing. It makes my head hurt.
Nuclear Iran makes my head hurt.
It makes my head hurt. But we have a nuclear Pakistan. That should scare you.
Anything nuclear over there scares me, period. Nuclear scares me. Nuclear scares me.
Hey, also today happening far, far away from Wisconsin and Iran, and in fact the United States and Earth, far away from Earth, A probe is about to get as close to Pluto as any probe has ever been. I know you've had quite a few probes at Uranus, haven't you?
I was just going to say
You've had Uranus probes, haven't you?
I don't care what we're talking about.
Has Uranus been probed?
You say the word probe, it makes me extremely uncomfortable.
What about Uranus? Has it been probed?
It's been probed very recently.
Pluto, though, is about to be probed. Here we go.
Good morning. This flyby is a rare feat, and New Horizons is expected to get within 7,800 miles of Pluto's orbit. Scientists know very little about Pluto's surface, but a team at the Johns Hopkins University Applied Physics Lab in Laurel, Maryland, will soon find out. NASA's New Horizons probe has been flying for more than 9 years to get this close to Pluto.
Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
From Earth. New Horizons is the size of a piano and is fitted with highly sensitive cameras. Traveling in a region called the Kuiper Belt, another first for a spacecraft, it will take photos of Pluto, which is only 1,400 miles wide, about half the width of the United States.
That's small.
They've really got to thread a cosmic needle. When it gets to Pluto, to make all the science work, it has to fly through an imaginary box 60 miles by 90 miles on a side, and it has to hit that within 100 seconds.
Since its launch in 2006, spacecraft New Horizons has traveled nearly 1 million miles every day. To put that distance into perspective, imagine the sun is the size of a quarter, placed on the goal line of a football field.
All right.
Earth would be 3 yards away.
1, 2, 3.
Pluto would stretch 18 yards beyond the far goal line.
This is the last chance to do something like this. It's the last body at the very edge of the solar system that we're going to be flying by in anybody's lifetime.
When it's done with Pluto, New Horizons will continue its mission, flying past at least one more Kuiper Belt object in 2019 before heading out into interstellar space.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's extremely cool.
Size of a piano. It's been flying for 9 years, and now it's heading into the intergalactic travels.
Amazing. That is cool when it breaks out of Pluto and it keeps going. See what happens, all that unplanned stuff.
Yeah.
Gets abducted by aliens, sent back as an evil warrior, takes out like Wisconsin.
What if it just bumps up against a gigantic wall painted black with blacklight stars on it?
Gotcha. Gotcha, humanity. Gotcha, suckers.
We have struck a wall. There is no expanding universe. We'll be returning home.
Somewhere out there, our broadcast is going that far right now. Somewhere out there, if you can hear us, send pianos filled with electronics back to Earth.
Godspeed, interplanetary
probe.
Piano.
Probe.
Don't probe Uranus. That's my advice.
It's horrible.
Hey, should we take a break?
We should take a break. I got to plug it twice. I'm so excited about our guest on Wednesday.
Oh, okay. We talk about
Jackie Cation. Oh my God, we got, as we call in the business, a get. We got a good get.
Mm-hmm.
Jackie Cation is coming on Wednesday morning,
as seen on Conan. Several times.
Yeah.
Has she done Letterman?
I don't know. She's got extensive credit. She's been all over the place. Everyone. She's from the Midwest. She's from, I believe, Milwaukee. She's incredible. So funny. And she's working with our, I want to say Tommy Ryman, isn't it, this week? No, I don't know who she is. Well, she's headlining, but she's a big deal.
She's going to be with us on Wednesday morning for the entire hour.
Yeah.
So all right, that's very cool. When we come back, we want to celebrate what's going on with Dozier and those twins. Recap a little bit about Mary Jane Alm and her son's band. And then hear from John Oliver and maybe some crime.
Yeah.
Really, I love crime. That's awesome.
So good.
Let's take a break.
The Twin Cities Hit Show. We'll be right back.
Don't let your computer problems drive you mad. We are MacMen, Minnesota's premier tech consultants and problem solvers for Macs, mobile devices, troubleshooting, training, and much more. No more dragging your computer all over town because we come to you. We love making house calls to your home or small business. MacMen. Call 612-345-8005.
The Rusty Gatenby Review is the entertaining show about entertainment from movies, music, and more. Award-winning TV guy Rusty Gatenby and his review is the podcast with the biggest cast in entertainment, part of the Alive and Social Network. You can get that Minnesota connection to Hollywood and beyond any time of the day or night simply by clicking on the RustyGatenbyReview.com. That's the RustyGatenbyReview.com, part of the Alive and Social Network.
The one and only Chart House. Your destination, whether dining for two, drinks with friends, or making up for that night with friends. Join us at the Chart House for brunch, dinner, or drinks.
Hi, I'm Josh Rupert, and I'd like to invite you to my restaurant, and I'll buy half your dinner. Go to charthouserestaurant.com to find out more.
Visit charthouserestaurant.com today for your special offer. And then come visit Chart House in person. Your table is waiting.
The term foodie can sometimes come across as a tickle pretentious. BT and Lydia are here to demystify the term and reclaim it for the sake of good food. Their weekly podcast brings in fellow foodies and culture creators from the Twin Cities to talk about all things food. Find this duo only on the Alive and Social Network.
You're listening to the Twin Cities Hit Show. Say it fast 3 times. We just dare you.
So, why we do love all of our sponsors, including Blue and White Taxi.
Yeah, we're excited about this one.
Blue and White Taxi expanding, or actually, their technology is expanding. They're doing it so that you can plan your night. What was my bit? If you want a great night, call the Blue and White.
Oh, yeah.
Because you don't have to exchange money then. You can have your ride arranged, your pickup arranged. So it's a good way to do things. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. There's a new show starting here on the Alive and Social Network. We wanted to give Joan of Arts a plug. Joan?
Hey, everybody. My name is Joan Vorderbruggen, and I want you to tune into my new weekly podcast, Joan of Art, on the Alive and Social Network. Each week on Joan of Art, we will interview some of the most talented artists from across the Twin Cities. I'm talking painters, costume designers, filmmakers, poets. There's going to be something for everybody. You can find the Joan of Art podcast at www.aliveandsocial.com or look on Facebook for Joan of Art Podcast. Tune in weekly to Joan of Art as we investigate and celebrate people who make art.
Art is neat.
Art.
I would listen to that. Art
is neat.
Art is very neat.
So welcome to the Live and Social Network there, Joan of Art. And Mary Jane Alma, we had a lot of fun on Thursday at our Chart House show. She was wonderful, didn't you think?
Oh, my God. How cool was that? She's just a legend, and she's so down to earth.
Played a couple of songs for us. She mentioned, though, that her son is very musical. And I should have done my research. Remember what her son's band is?
No.
Called Burn Fetish.
Oh, yes.
Burn Fetish. So here's Mary Jane.
I am as constant as a northern star.
Member of the Minnesota Music Hall of Fame.
Where's that at? If you want me, I'll be in the bar.
Beautiful, beautiful voice.
On the back of a cartoon coaster.
Beautiful lady. Gave birth to a son who's in a band called Burn Fetish. What do you think?
I love it. I love power chords.
I used to be into the punk thing.
Just a little bit closer now. She's just a stupid mother.
It's a little different direction than Mom.
Yeah.
See you shrink away down low now.
His music will not be in the same bin. It's a bit Marilyn Manson and 10-inch nails?
Yeah, 9-inch.
9-inch nails, Trent Reznor?
Yep.
I want to F you like an animal.
You look great at me when you said that. I don't like that.
It is kind of cool sounding.
Oh, I love it.
It's a very dark video. It's got the S&M stuff going on. Shot well, edited well.
Love it.
I just can't imagine Mary Jane Alm headbanging to this, though.
You know what? I could. She's. I mean, it's not her persona, but that lady seems like she can do anything.
They're showing images of the tunnel now live on the cable that El Chapo escaped from. Oh, how did this perfectly dug and architected tunnel?
Yeah.
How did that happen?
They even have animation with measurements.
I want to see the ventilated. See, look at that. Ladder goes down, and then he had a 1 mile long ventilated lit tunnel.
Make no mistake about it. Holding the hand of someone as they die is a very, very difficult thing to do.
Whoa, dark, Mr. Alm.
That was the end of Burn Fetish.
Yay! What's his name? What's the kid's first name?
Scary.
Yeah, I was gonna say Trevor. No, Trevor's too nice. Like Boyd. No, Boyd's the guitarist.
What? Yeah, no, I don't know. I guess we could look that
Jeremy.
up. Just a little different tone from Mom's music.
Hey, if you get a chance, listeners, you go to www.twincitieshitshow.com. We have a video tab, and we have a compilation of all of our videos from Chart House. And this one's got to get uploaded today.
The Burn Fetish one?
Yeah, not Burn Fetish. Sorry, Mr. Alm Jr.
Which one? Oh, the one we shot out there?
Yep.
You're going to put it on the Twin Cities Hit Show page?
Yeah, Kat Perkins.
yeah.
Who did we have the week before that kid?
The Rolling Stones.
Yeah, the Rolling Stones. So
they were amazing. They did all their hits. Stairway to Heaven,
Yeah.
Free Bird.
Yes.
It was very nice.
Yeah.
Rick Jagger. Heck of a guy.
Rick Jagger, he's so nice.
He's very good.
Great teeth. Great teeth.
Keith Emerson. What was his buddies? I don't know.
It's Keith. Richardson.
Richardson.
Yeah,
Keith Richardson.
Yeah. Or all the names. Really.
Did you watch the Twins game on Friday?
No, I didn't.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Was that an awesome game?
Yeah.
Because it had everything.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've... how familiar are you with the Twins? We paid...
Baseball team plays in Minneapolis. Has a...
That's it.
Stadium.
That's them.
Yeah, no, I know they... I met a gal from Canada. She's in town traveling. She was at that game as I was doing...
Friday game?
Yeah, and as I was doing the comedies. So I was kind of hearing what was going on. Impressive.
Well, Irvin Santana, there is this hotshot pitcher that we paid $53 million. Then, oopsie, he accidentally took some performance-enhancing drug. Got suspended for half the season.
Yeah.
Came back last Sunday in his first outing. Was okay, did solid.
Mm-hmm.
Got 8 strikeouts, not bad. So here he is now, second outing, last Friday. Rocked with a home run. It's like, oh, man. 2 innings later, rocked by a second. This time it cost 3 runs. Then a third home run. So now the Twins are down 5-0. Our ace pitcher just getting rocked. And it's like, oh, this game is
Apparently he
horrible.
needs the drugs. He needs the drugs.
This sucks.
Yeah.
So then the game struggles on. 9th inning, they start to come back. 9th inning, they start to come back. And Dozier, who is the team's stud, and was, he's got the best record for a player at his position, but wasn't getting into the All-Star game. Well, what does he do on Friday night? Here's what he does.
Twins and Tigers, what a wild game this would turn out to be, and Brian Dozier would be right at the center of it. Earlier in the day, Dozier found out he finished second to the Royals' Mike Moustakas in the final vote for the American League All-Star team. Dozier, though, would certainly show his All-Star credentials by the end of this one. Pick up the action, 2-0 Tigers in the fourth, looking for more.
Pitch count is up there for Irvin Santana.
Irvin.
And this ball hit well in the air to left center field.
No.
Long run for Aaron Hicks. He's still running. He's looking, and it's bullpen bait. That one into the bullpen for a home run. It just kept going for Jonas Cespedes.
So it's like, this is our guy, Santana, getting
straight away center
chilled.
field.
Give
And
him
it's
the
a
drug.
5-0 Tiger lead. 2-2.
5-0.
Swung on, hit in the air to deep right field. Torrey Hunter looking up. Hicks taking a peek at it. That ball is gone.
Another home run.
Martinez his 25th home run of the year. He'll take a victory lap, and it's 6-0 Tigers.
6-0.
The 1-2. He's swinging a fly ball left field. Not deep. Yoenis Cespedes comes in, pounds the glove, and he makes the catch. And another easy inning for Justin Verlander. He's retired 10 in a row.
It's going well.
Rosario got an infield hit.
We're inching our way back.
There you go. Hit to left.
Base hit.
And Rondon's just pitched himself, I think, out of the ball game. Three hits in the inning.
Twins are starting to score now.
6-2, the tying run on the on-deck circle. And now here comes Brad Austin. They've gotten the Detroit closer into the ball game, Joaquin Soria. Sano, Rosario, and Hicks on the bases. And that hits Suzuki. A run walks in from third base. It's 6-3.
That's very, very smart by Kurt Suzuki. That was a big, slow curveball that he...
Okay, we're playing more of the game than I thought it was going to.
But
we got time.
First base, Danny Santana.
I'm telling you, these Twins are a team to watch.
1-1 strike, and the pitch. Line up the middle, base hit center field.
Now more people are scoring.
Rosario scores. Here comes Hicks.
Suddenly being down 6-0 in the ninth inning.
6-5 Detroit.
It's 6-5.
Single Santana.
Who's up to bat then?
Just about everybody left here.
Brian Dozier.
Is standing. Brian Dozier, the batter.
The guy who got snubbed by the All-Stars.
A drive to left field. Are you kidding me?
Wow.
Home run.
What
Home.
a comeback by the Twins.
What a fantastic game that was. It had everything. It had anger, tears, laughter, and then ultimate joy. And the guy who puts it out is Brian Dozier, the guy who's been snubbed by the All-Stars. Well, flash forward that he will be playing now in the All-Stars tomorrow.
That's what I heard. Someone had a drop.
Yeah, someone got a drop, so Brian Dozier did get the tap and will be representing our Minnesota Twins at tomorrow's All-Star game. But, wow.
Yeah. Hey, you could probably talk about this on your other show, Twins Tuesday.
Twins Tuesday live out of Floyd's every Tuesday.
Nice.
I just, it's fun to have because the Twins were hot in May.
Yeah.
Then they started to struggle. And now as we go into the All-Star break, cross your fingers, hold your breath. We may be going into the playoffs this fall,
Yeah. Oh, that's what I keep hearing. Were you at the game or did you watch it on TV?
No, I was watching it. We were at a couple of different venues. And I was so frustrated during the Irvin Santana home runs.
Yeah.
I'm like, screw this.
Yeah.
So we went to another, after dinner, we met some folks at another venue, and the game was on, and I said, all right, I got to at least see one. I'm like, holy crap.
Yeah. See, and I just saw the final score, and that's why I'm like, maybe I'm thinking of a different game as you're playing the highlights here.
No, it was amazing.
Cool. Those are the best games to watch. And the weather is perfect. So cool.
So it could be a nice July after this All-Star break. Remember last year the All-Star game was right here in town?
Yeah. Yawn.
It was I guess, typically I don't give a rat's ass about the All-Star game, but it was fun last year. They had all those celebrities in town. Both rock and baseball and big parade downtown and
very cool.
National spotlight shining on our Target field.
What a great field. I'm not a huge baseball fan, I won't lie to you, but I will watch any game anytime at that stadium because it is so fun and so beautiful.
And then before you know it, we will have our new Vikings Stadium up and running.
Oh, yes.
I'm supposed to be going down to the Vikings camp like in a week with Rod Simons.
Oh, bad news for you. That's Vikings prison camp. Forgot to tell you.
What?
Yeah, you're gonna be locked up with a bunch of Vikings.
I will tunnel out.
Adrian Peterson is, I guess they call him the executioner. I don't know why.
Mm-hmm. What I'm saying is, should have some good sound bites for the show with the Viking players, and I'm going to be part of his Game On, which is on Fox 29 and seen around the region, North, South Dakota, Iowa, Western Wisconsin. That's Game On TV with Rod Simons, Emmy Award-winning show featuring yours truly, Rusty Gatenby, doing movie reviews and entertainment.
Hold on, let me take a sip from my promoted Diet Cola here. How refreshing.
We're going to have our special All-Star show tomorrow at Floyd's. Come on out, 5:30 to 6:30. Guaranteed good time. We have free beer, trivia.
Free 3rd Street Brewery.
No, out there it's bucket of Coors Light. Coors Light. Got a deal on a bucket of wings for you. We we'll have a special all-star show. I was just excited. And then the Twins won yesterday, so they are definitely going. They swept those Detroit Tigers. So there you go.
Yay. Magnum P.I. would be pissed.
Oh, because he had
I
that
always
hat?
wear that stupid Detroit hat. You see he got in trouble? Well, but didn't.
Stealing water?
Cleared. He's been cleared of it.
Yeah.
Tom Selleck was stealing water. They reports that he had paid a truck to come up and pull out of the city well and drive away, stealing truckload upon truckload of water for his avocado farm in California, trying to beat the drought.
So how did he settle up? Do you know?
Yeah, it turns out he had an agreement with another city that uses the well, and he had paid them.
Look what CNN's doing. We already did at CNN. They're going
Yeah.
over Dave Letterman's top 10 Donald Trump list.
Yeah, did I mention he has a full beard?
He has a full beard.
Yeah, full beard.
You know John Oliver? Do you ever watch him last week? Tonight? Last week? Tonight?
No.
Show on HBO?
Yes. No.
He's on vacation, and normally they take one or two subjects and spend about 15 minutes going over it, and it's political or topical or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, were you done? Did I cut you off?
No, you're
okay. But because he's on vacation, he's doing something different. Hold on, listen to this.
Tonight, however, instead of taking 15 minutes to do a deep dive into one topic, we'll be taking 1 minute to do incredibly shallow dives into 15 different topics.
Love it.
So let's start now. Flip-flops. Clearly, they are just lingerie for foot fetishists. Done. Moving on to ostriches. Scary horsebirds. I don't like them. Get away. Next, the food chain. Only safe if you're at the very top. Moving on, orgies. Also only safe if you're at the very top. Next, banjos. They're just guitars whose parents are cousins. Give me another. Bagels. Donuts that gave up on their dreams. This is easy. One more. Subtitles. No, thank you, subtitles. Stop trying to turn my movie into a book. Dogs. Amazing. Dogs are amazing. They're the only friends who will still love you if you cut off their balls. Moving on. Conspiracy theories. They're just fairy tales grown-ups tell each other on YouTube. Here's a good one. Al Roker and Lenny Kravitz. Cousins. They're cousins. Seriously, they're cousins. Google it. They're cousins. Moving on. Sloppy Joes. They're just drunk hamburgers. Seagulls. Like if your deadbeat brother was a flock of birds. The Trans-Pacific Partnership. Too complex. No time at this point. Butterflies. They're nothing but pretentious, high-maintenance moths. And finally, chicken soup. I don't care if it's good for my soul. It's salty bird water. I'm not going to drink it. Done. Done.
Nice.
There you go. 15 topics in 1 minute.
Nice.
A lot of people on vacation right now.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Yeah, crime never waits for vacation, though, Chuck. There's always crime.
Always crime. Always.
Why doesn't crime take a vacation, Chuck?
You know, crime knows no boundaries except for not vacations. Yep. Hold on. Let me get my story up.
What's that headline? Dozing cop lets 5 prisoners escape?
Yeah, well, this was in the Philippines. So, in our escaped crime news, dozing police officer in the Philippines enabled a quintet of prisoners to escape confinement. The prisoners locked in city...
How many's a quintet? Don't tell me. 5?
Yes. Yes. Even in Spanish. So, they crept through the barred ceiling of their detention room around 3 a.m. as Officer Teofilo Toledo nodded off.
Common spelling.
Yeah, oh, for sure. They had slowly sawed the iron bars over the course of several months, and once they had saw the sleeping cop, crept through. Upon reaching the outside world, they scattered, and no one has seen them since. But the superintendent has ordered a massive manhunt, and he appeals to the relatives of the detainees to help bring them back to the detention facility and defend their cases in court. There you go. It's not just here. Yes, not just here. So I have some good sleeping stories from when I was a cop. Because I won't lie to you, we cops get a little sleepy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Maybe you should take some Flocka, but go on.
Yeah, I think so. I'm trying to find the story.
Have you heard about Flocka, this crazy drug that's expanding in like Florida especially, but
no,
throughout the country? It's sister to bath salt craziness.
Tell me more.
My old friend Mark Albert used to work at the mighty ABC affiliate here in town. He is now working at the CBS network station. You want to hear his report on Flocka?
I do.
It's amazing.
Good morning. It's a drug that is described as being more powerful than heroin or cocaine.
Ooh.
And medical experts and law enforcement are warning of the dangers not just to users, but to anyone who gets in their way.
These videos show what can happen when Flocka takes over.
I am God. You can't see the video, but it really does look like Courtney.
Psychotic breakdowns, hallucinations, and indiscriminate violence. Last month, an 82-year-old great-grandmother died weeks after being randomly attacked in her Riviera Beach, Florida home by a man who police say was high on Flocka. This man impaled himself on a fence at the Fort Lauderdale police station while on the drug. Mike Haney, who lives near Chicago, says he doesn't remember what he did for 2 days after unwittingly taking Flocka.
I was completely out of my mind. I could have killed somebody. I could have killed myself.
Flocka, also known as gravel, is a synthetic stimulant, a cousin of the drug found in bath salts. It's an ever-changing mixture of various substances and can come in a capsule or powder. Users can smoke, swallow, or inject the drug. Florida is now the epicenter of the outbreak, with 25 Flocka-related deaths in South Florida's Broward County in the past 10 months alone. Special Agent Kevin Stanfill in Miami is leading the DEA's Flocka fight.
We have individuals high on Flocka that are coming up to parents with their kids, trying to take their kids. They're not only just getting high, they're going out, they're hurting other people. You don't see that with a lot of the other drugs like you.
Did you ever have to deal with someone high on, what would I want to say?
Bath salts?
Yeah.
No. I mean, I saw a lot of crazy stuff and crazy people, but luckily it never had to deal.
Ramped up on crack or something?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, a lot of that.
And do they achieve superhuman strength when they're all...
Yeah, no, these people are nuts. And that's
amphetamine out?
It takes 10 people to take these guys down. Man, the fights are epic. And
you've been part of that?
Oh, yeah. And also you get these people that have even the diabetic seizure type thing where they just lose their mind and to get this superhuman strength. Everyone's wrestling with these guys. It's crazy. I just want to hit on one thing because he goes, he unwittingly took Flocka.
Yeah, how does that happen?
Yeah, whoops. I don't even know how you ingest Flocka.
They said you could shoot it, you could smoke it, and you could eat it. So someone could have dropped a Flocka in his, I don't know.
Oh, look at this delicious crumb. I bet this could be part of a cookie that someone left behind on the ground. I'm going to try. Oh, crap, it's Flocka.
Looks like a stone.
Oh, look at this syringe. You know, I could be diabetic. I'm just going to be proactive here. I'm going to take a little bit of this substance in the syringe. Oops, it was Flocka. Could you do me a favor and just play the very beginning of that audio with the woman screaming? And I have a little.
I don't know if I can back that up like that.
One little thing.
I don't think I can back it up.
It's a drug that is described as being more powerful than heroin or cocaine.
We got to run the course.
And
I don't have that.
Experts and law enforcement are warning of the dangers.
But this is Mark Albert. Hi, Mark.
Hi, Mark.
But to
you
anyone
have a
who
desk
gets in their
next to
way.
each other.
These videos show what
Here
should
we go.
happen when
Here she comes.
Flocka takes over.
You know what that is? That's a compilation of all of my exes. I'm so sorry. That has nothing to do with Flocka. That's just those people. Those are just the people I pick. I am God! Hey, do you want to talk about some things you cannot do naked?
All right.
And this applies directly to you.
Not take Flocka.
This is from the HuffPost, of course. This is like a top 10 list of sorts. Thomas Edwin March, 51, had the essentials: a pair of 3D glasses, 3 20-ounce cans of Ice House beer, a smashed cheeseburger, and a laptop. Party time, but he got arrested because he was allegedly naked on the beach, and it's not a nude beach. How about this guy? Arrested after authorities in South Carolina saw him walking down a highway naked, carrying his 13-month-old son, also naked. You ever done that, Rusty? Felt the urge to just get the breeze out?
No.
I didn't think so. Here's one. Andrea Meters is accused of stripping during an upstate New York school assembly. Haven't done that.
Is there Flocka-related issues here?
I don't know what these people... And if you look at them, they're not the kind of people you want to see naked. Here's one. Osmar Hernandez of New Orleans was arrested when he serenaded cops while naked and masturbating. I sometimes, as a shift supervisor, did that, but that's team building.
What song would he be singing that would make him want to masturbate while he's naked?
What's your choice for Summer Song by Beck? I think probably that one.
I'm thinking it's got to be something... All I Want to Do Is Bang on the Drum All Day by
bang
Todd Rundgren.
Drum all day.
I don't want to, I just want to bang on the drum all day.
Here's what. Mab is accused of exposing herself in an intersection. Her name is Tracy Mab. She allegedly told police she didn't give an F about her action. Oh, never mind. Here we go. Here's one. Lindsey Stevens arrested by police in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Lindsey's a man.
Yeah, if you saw him, you'd be shocked that he was arrested for indecent exposure after his neighbor saw him cutting down a tree naked. When the cops showed up, of course, he ran inside, leaving the chainsaw behind.
Now, that is really... chainsaws are dangerous enough.
Yeah.
You don't need stuff kind of flying in the breeze there, all wiggly-dangly.
Yeah. That's
maybe his turtle hide's very tucked away nice, but...
Yeah, I think you'd want to have a certain build for that.
Oh, fuck. There goes his NFL career.
Yeah, that's all done. Let's see, the guy in a nice dress. Here we go. William Bliss was arrested after claiming 4 men made him carry a nuclear bomb while he was naked and drunk in the middle.
No, men shouldn't do that to other men.
Yeah, well, don't carry a nuclear bomb naked. I think that's clearly pretty
Did he
good.
have to hide the bomb in a crevice?
Where are you going to hide that thing?
What did he have in his hands that he thought could have been a nuclear bomb? I'm calling bullshit on this entire story. I'm guessing there was no man or a nuclear bomb.
No, I'm guessing there was no nuclear bomb.
Dirty, naked liar.
Oh, here's a guy. Exposed fake genitalia to a group of women on Maryland's Anne Arundel Community College campus.
So is that
Fake.
still, do you get arrested if it's fake?
I would think so. That would fall under
But it's
disorderly
fake. It's
conduct.
like, I wasn't, no, my junk's hidden. This is fake.
Here it is. See? Oops.
But he did get a mugshot out of it.
Yeah, he got arrested disorderly. It's nice.
Huh.
Yeah. So the gist of the story. There's actually 16 of them, so I won't pain you any further. But let's just keep our clothes on. This is like a who's who.
Who's that
of
guy?
beautiful people.
He looks contrite in his mugshot there. Chad does.
Yeah, his name is Chad Forber. He's 41. He looks 61. He's been charged with
Does look
possession
61.
of methamphetamine.
That dude's only 41.
I know. It's been a rough life. Yeah. Stemming from an incident where he was found naked in public, covered in nothing but Crisco. Crisco.
Oh.
I bet that was a fun wrestling match.
Wow.
Obstructing a peace officer?
Try and wrestle him. Good old Chad.
Yeah.
To the ground.
Covered in Crisco. Look, I've been covered in Crisco many, many times, but never in public. Never. Get over here, boy.
He does kind of look portly.
Yeah, he does.
But contrite. I mean,
Yeah.
look at that face.
He looks-
Let me look at him again.
Yeah, he looks apologetic.
He does.
And,
Well, a mixture of apologetic and pissed, if that's even possible.
and Crisco'd. What have you done Crisco'd lately? Be honest.
Well,
this is an open forum.
And with that, I haven't Crisco'd myself ever.
No.
The day is young.
The day is young. I have too much body hair to make a successful Criscoing.
All right, let's stop that. Stop that.
Never again. Hey, did I tell you he's going to be on Wednesday?
That's Jackie
Cation. Oh, my God.
That's cool.
Is that her playing this?
No, Morrissey's in town tonight at the Fitzgerald.
Like if you oversing and do like go to you, Morrissey.
It's funny. This is a guy who I know his name, and I certainly could recognize his photo and go, oh, yeah, that's Morrissey.
Yeah, there he is.
I never knew his music.
He has the worst lyrics ever. He's actually a very catchy, likable band, but his lyrics suck.
I couldn't until
really
this morning never have named you a Morrissey song. I'm sorry.
Wasn't he from the Smiths? Didn't Morrissey start with the Smiths?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that
it? Sorry.
And here's what I know about him. He always seems pissed off at something.
Yeah. I wonder if he talks like this.
I know he's got diehard fans.
Oh, yeah, big time. I would actually go to the show.
But this is the only thing I know from the sidelines as a partial observer. He always seems angry at something.
Yeah.
And
I picture him looking very emo because everything's so just sparry. And it's very simple. You know, it doesn't like put any poetic justice into it. It's just
he's gone from the the effeminate 80s, 90s popper to kind of the grumpy dad lumberjack man.
He's a lumberjack.
He's got a lumberjack gut on him now, and He's kind of thick, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, he is.
I'm sorry, Morrissey, that I'm saying that.
I've never actually seen a picture of him. That changes everything.
Oh, wow. Look at that one picture. He looks like he's... no, the black and white right above that one. He looks like an old man.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he's definitely aged. He's come a long way, other than his lyrics.
Well, so there you go.
Yeah.
As we wind up the show here, some Morrissey for you.
I'm so sorry is what I'm trying to say.
It's a song called Suede Head. I thought we'd end with something called Every Day Seems Like Sunday. That was yesterday. Today's Monday. All right, so we're kicking off another week. It's going to be a fun week, and we hope you join us every day on this here Twin Cities Hit Show.
Twin Cities Hit Show.
We shall see you tomorrow.